What is going on? The Yosemite Guide here, coming at you from Alder Creek Falls. We're starting out at Mosquito Creek Trailhead, just outside of Wawona in Yosemite National Park. And we're heading up 4 miles. It'll be 8 miles round trip with just over 1,000-foot elevation gain. It's gonna be a great day. Let's check it out. We're gonna be starting out at Mosquito Creek. We got our Mosquito Creek Trailhead. They just a couple years ago added some extra parking here with bear box storage, and trail starts across the street from the parking, and we're heading up. It's just under 4 miles up to Alder Creek Falls. You're gonna get hit with a pretty good elevation gain in the beginning on this one, probably doing 700-800 foot elevation gain right off the bat and within a mile, but it pretty much eases up after that. And it is Tuesday, January 12th. Pretty chilly, not as cold as it was on my last hike, but we're in the 40s still. The ground here is still frozen, so it's pretty cold on my feet. And I don't know if you can see, I got these Marvel pajamas on, so that helps keep me warm and get me up the hill. But hopefully the ground warms up here if I can get into the sun a little bit more. But we're just doing a lot of our elevation gain here right in the beginning. Here we're coming to a pretty important trail junction, about 0.7 miles in. So I got the sign for Wawona Road, 0.7 miles. And then heading down, this will take you to Wawona. It's 3 miles that way to Wawona. I always start from Mosquito Creek, and it's just starting from Wawona. There's a trailhead at Chilnawalna Falls Road, and it's just unnecessary. Starting from Mosquito Creek is way cooler, so I wouldn't recommend the Wawona trailhead. And here we have Alder Creek, 3.2 miles, so we're in good shape. So the trailhead for this one, it's located at Mosquito Creek. It's 4.1 miles past Wawona towards Yosemite Valley, or 3.7 miles exactly past Wawona campground. And the cool thing about this hike is you just really feel like you're in the backcountry. Even in the summertime, you can see the trail gets kind of overgrown, but even in the summertime it's pretty lightly traveled, a little more so now that they added those bear boxes at the trailhead. Makes it a little bit more visible, but you don't have all the stellar Yosemite views, but definitely a lot less crowds, and just a really cool chill hike. And normally I'd call this a pretty easy barefoot trail, but right now you just got this frozen ground. It's just starting to warm up, so it's making it a little bit more challenging, which is cool. But I wanted to get in a little bit more barefoot action this year, because the window on that's closing rapidly. We haven't had any big winter storms yet this year. Everything's kind of fizzled out, but it looks like we got atmospheric river building for next week. So it's supposed to kind of storm all week next week, starting on Monday. Definitely changing of the seasons. And we're just gradually gaining in elevation, but some of the views are starting to open up a little bit over here. Not a lot of crazy views on this hike, but it's just such a peaceful walk through the woods. Really enjoying this solitude. We're coming up on a pretty cool spot here. You can see evidence of an old road. It looks like a road, but it was a rail line that heads down to Wawona. It's all overgrown and got trees falling all over it, but you can actually bushwhack that path all the way down to Wawona. You got rail tie here. We actually got a piece of the track left here. Oh, that's heavy. That's neat. Pretty cool. And a bunch more railroad ties piled up here. And the way this is situated with these rocks piling up on this side, it almost seems like this was like a loading station or something. A lot of little camp spots along here. But this railway was used in the mid-30s by the Yosemite Lumber Company, and shortly after that became the Yosemite Sugar Pine Lumber Company. And so it's just sort of a time capsule here. And the last couple miles we're just following this 90-year-old railroad here, so it's pretty level, wide open, really easy hiking. Feet are still feeling good. A little bit chilly. One cool thing about the winter is you got all these animal tracks you could pick up here. There's animal tracks everywhere. And you can see these here. It's hard to tell. Looks like it might be coyote. Dogs aren't allowed on this trail, but coyotes are. So you see those every once in a while. They're pretty elusive, but they look awesome in the wintertime. People think they're wolves just because they get this amazing white coat, but in the summertime they just look like a scraggly little dog. But wintertime they're looking pretty majestic. And here we're coming up on our Alder Creek Fall. This is definitely kind of a hidden gem in the early summer. The water flow off of this thing gets pretty amazing. Let's see if we can get a better shot here. A nice shot of Alder Creek Fall here. A beautiful 120 feet probably foot waterfall. And it took me about an hour and 40 minutes to get up here. I was going really slow, so hour and a half would be a reasonable time, but definitely under 2 hours to make it up to this spot. And this thing just gets roaring in the early summertime. It's pretty cool, less known spot. And I definitely wouldn't recommend trying to get down to the bottom of this thing. It's definitely a bit of a scramble, sort of bushwhack to get down there, and even harder to get back up. But we're gonna take a peek here. And definitely a little dicey coming down these rocks. They're slick and loose, but it's like maybe might be getting a little easier through here. Still gotta be really careful. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, this last rock field was pretty treacherous. The rocks are all frozen over, so I needed both hands for sure, and had to be really careful. So I came from just right up there, so not too far, but really cold right here. Super pretty. And we got a mess of these alders, kind of a mess to get through. We're gonna see if we can get a little closer up here. Just gotta be careful, these rocks are really slippery. And just a really, really beautiful waterfall here, even with lower water flow. It just feeds down into little cascades. Alder Creek Falls, over 100-foot waterfall. And we got a cool view of this up close and personal. Super dangerous getting over here. All these rocks are frozen. So I got to be really careful and deliberate getting out of here. But if you see this video, you know I made it. And I love this waterfall just because you see like a face in the side there, on the left side of the waterfall there. Sometimes it looks like a parrot. Right now it almost looks like a Spartan warrior or something. That might be a cool shot for Daniel Chu, famous landscape photographer in the Yosemite area. Shout out to Daniel. Oh man, so that was pretty intense. Feels good to get back up here to safety. Now I can relax and grab some lunch. I'm pretty excited about today's lunch, but we'll take one last look at that magnificence that we just got up close and personal with. So I think I might go back to where that lumberyard loading station was for lunch. All right, so today's lunch is going to be a special treat, and it's inspired by a snack I had on my last hike. It was this poppy seed muffin that was just spectacular. It's actually a almond poppy seed muffin, and I was just thinking to myself, what would make this better? And I thought maybe a poppy seed burrito, you know? So we're going to try that today. I got some tortillas I got to heat up. And we got a little bit of tapioca because we're going carb on carb, so you need some sauce in there. I thought something sweet would go well. So we're trying this tapioca pudding I found in my fridge. It's quite old, but it says best by February 27th 2024, so I think I'll be in good shape. And yeah, this should be good. Those are feeling nice already. All right, hopefully I got a good angle on this muffin. It says serving size is 3. Like, in what world is a freaking muffin 3 servings? It's ludicrous. Though it is pretty good sized muffin here. We're just gonna lay that out flat. You want muffin top going throughout your burrito, because that's your money maker right there. Beautiful. And we got our yummy snack pack going in. I'll give this a quick safety check smell. See what we got. Still smells like tapioca. And it tastes good too. All right. It's going to be some good sauce. I've never actually done this before, so see how she goes. And then, you know, I need to add a little textural element. I got my honey bunches of oats, because who doesn't love bunches of things? So we're going to sprinkle that on there. All right, this is exciting. We're ready for our taste test on our poppy seed muffin burrito. A little tapioca. I haven't got into the tapioca yet, so it's really dry. There we go. That's pretty good. That's really good. It's almost like a crepe or something. Who doesn't love the old crepes? Yeah, this is really good. It's a nice dessert burrito. You know, you get some sweetness from that tapioca and honey bunches of oats, but then you get like some floral notes on the back end there with the poppy seed. So it's really well balanced and super tasty. I'm surprised. Got some cool looking boulders here, almost like the guardians of the forest, just sitting there looking all stoic. I like it. But I think I might have scored those burritos a little bit too high, or maybe I just needed to eat one of them. I think 2 was a bit much. But people are always asking me how I come up with such great ideas for my lunches, and I guess I'm just an easily inspired person, you know. I like to enjoy the finer things in life and then wrap them in a tortilla. That's how I do it. And now we've got just a leisurely stroll out of here. The forest is just super quiet right now. Like there's just no birds even chirping. It's just really quiet, but really relaxing. And I'm back down to this important trail junction, but really hard to miss. You got a big sign here that tells you got to cut down. So make sure if you're parked at Mosquito Creek that you go down this to Wawona Road. Otherwise, if you keep going, you end up in Wawona. So I got down that Alder Creek Falls trail pretty quick and still got a little bit of sunlight left. So I'm coming at you here from Wawona Falls trailhead parking right next to this big giant house that they've been working on for years. But we got our trail map here, Wawona Falls, and I did a video where we went all the way up to the upper falls up here. There was a lot of rattlesnakes this summer. We're right here, and I'm just gonna go up a half mile to the lower falls here, so we'll check it out. And I did a video on this early summer, and this thing was just roaring. You should really check out that video. I'll put the link in the description. But it's kind of a trickle now, but still super beautiful. And a little more up close and personal here. Gotta be really careful. Rocks are slippery. But this thing was just, the whole face was coming down with water this year. It was really, really spectacular. But right now you can access all these little crevices. Alright guys, well that about does it for this one. We did 8 miles total over at Alder Creek Falls, all of it barefoot, and it was a little over 1,000-foot elevation gain. And then we got a little bonus coverage here of lower Wawona Falls, still running decent. So it was a beautiful day, and hopefully you had a good time. Don't forget to like that video, and we'll catch you next time. Peace out. Love you.